Hi everyone, my name is Lexi if you're new here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, if you read the title of the video, we are going to be discussing my first year at the University of New Hampshire, and obviously that tells you where I go to school. I go to school at UNH, and I am majoring in health science, hopefully becoming a PA. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and what I'm doing at school at this moment. Let's just get right into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is dorming or living on campus, whatever you're doing. If you're not living on campus, you're saving a lot of money, so that's a really good idea. But if you are and you have to dorm, then I would suggest a few things. You might want to start by researching the dorms. If you go on the websites, I know on UNH, I think maybe I'll overlay it right here, but if you go on the websites at UNH housing or whatever, it will say kind of like the type of people that normally dorm there, the age, whatever, all this stuff. And it will just kind of like describe the dorm halls for you. So just pick one that you feel that you're going to fit in with. I would suggest if you're a freshman going into the University of New Hampshire, you might want to live at Stoke Hall because you're going to make a lot of friends and you are going to meet a lot of new people, and that's kind of like what you want to do your first year. I regret that because I didn't live in Stoke. I lived in a smaller hall and I didn't really make that many friends. Along with dorming, you want to make sure you're picking the right roommate. So if you're going into school with someone you know, I would start with them because it's more comfortable that way. But if you don't know anybody, then there's Facebook group pages where you just kind of like describe yourself and it will match you up with someone. So that's a really good option. For me, I roomed with my best friend. And a lot of people say, no, don't do that. But honestly, we were fine. We're still friends. We're rooming together next year too. So it really depends on your friendship, I guess. We've been friends since 6th grade, so that's kind of a long friendship. But yeah, that's that. Also, you can room with your friend. And if it doesn't work out, you can change that and then whatever. So along with dorming, you have a meal plan, obviously. I think first year, I think they require you to have a meal plan. I'm not sure about that, but if they do, I would say you don't need the most expensive. You don't even need like the middle meal plan. You literally could go with the cheapest one. I went with the cheapest one and I was fine. You really don't eat a lot, to be honest. Like that sounds bad, but you don't eat at the dining halls that often. Most of the time your friends are gonna ask you probably to go out and you're gonna say yeah, or you're gonna have snacks in your room. So I would just do the cheapest meal plan. Saves a lot more money in your tuition and everything like that. So the next thing I have is kind of goes along with that like meal plan food thing. Make sure you have extra money. Make sure you're working in the summer or whatever you do to get your money. Make sure you're saving that up because when your friends do ask you to go out or they're going out, you're gonna want to go with them. So you're gonna need to have money. So just kind of remember that. I think that's just like common sense. Going to college, you're gonna want to have some extra money on the side. There's one more thing kind of like not on the grade side of college. And this is a really big one that I think I struggled with and I still do. Don't have FOMO, which is fear of missing out. You really most likely are missing out on anything when people go out and about. You see their Snapchat story and it looks like so much fun, but that's like 5 seconds of what actually is happening. The other 5, they're probably standing around in like someone's room and nothing else is happening. That's exciting. So just remember that, like, don't have FOMO. Don't worry about it. If you have to stay in the night because you have schoolwork to do that. Better yourself. Don't be like, oh my God, I really just want to go out. I'll do it later. Like, you're not going to do it later. Just do your schoolwork and don't have FOMO. Moving on to like the classes side, I would say make sure you're picking the right classes that you need to pick. I know UNH, you can go onto like your My UNH account and it will give you a list of like all the classes you are required to take for your major in order to graduate. So make sure you're looking at that list and trying to get into those classes right when it opens because they get full really fast. So you just need to be prepared. Also, your guidance counselor will go over, or not guidance counselor, but your advisor will go over that with you and help you out a lot. And so you'll be all set. Another thing kind of like that's more on you is that if you're taking a class, set goals for your grade. Like if you know you want to get an A in this class or you need an A or something, set that goal, like set it as like, I'm going to get an A. Don't set it as, oh, like I'll hope for a B or whatever, and then like get a C. Like if you had set it like, I hope for an A, you probably, if you slack a little, you might get a B, which is better than a C. So it's like, that's kind of how I think of it. Set it for like the highest you can, and then if you go underneath it, that's like still pretty good. But if you set it for like, oh, I'll do average, and you go underneath it, you're gonna be close to failing. So like, that's just kind of how I look at it, and I think that helped me a lot. So I don't know if that made any sense, but hopefully that helps you. Another big thing is take classes seriously. And I know that this is such a cliche saying, but like, you're paying physically, you are literally paying money to take that class. So if you fail, you have to pay again and take it again. So it's like, take it seriously, get it done right the first time, and then move on. That's like kind of what got me through some of my classes. I was like, I'm paying to be here right now. Like, I need to literally be serious and get this done because I don't want to take it again. I don't want to spend that money again. It's like if you were out shopping and you paid for like a shirt and you were gonna wear it, but then like you never wore it or something, like, and you wasted that money. That's what it would be like, and you would feel that like guilt, like, ugh, I should have kept that 20 bucks. So just remember that in the back of your head, like, oh, I'm paying to be here. Okay, I gotta do this. Another thing is talk to your professors. Don't be afraid to. Actually talking to them helps you out like so much because then they know who you are, they're willing to work with you, and it kind of gives you that like a little up. So I would say definitely get in with your professors, make sure they know who you are, and ask those questions. Like if you have a question and you think it's dumb, don't think it's dumb because the person next to you probably is thinking the exact same question. So just saying, put yourself out there. Don't care what others think about you because it really doesn't matter in the end. You probably are going to see them for one of these classes and then you won't see them ever again. So that's that. And then the last thing I want to say is accountability. And this is probably like, if someone could describe college and like what you need for college, the biggest thing, you need accountability because you are there. Like you're not there because you are required to be there. You're there because you want to be there and you need to get this degree or whatever. And you're paying to be there. So accountability is like the biggest thing I could use, the biggest word I could use to describe college. You really have to make sure you have that before you go to college, because if you have an assignment due at midnight and your friends ask you to go out at 9, don't go out if you don't have the assignment done, because most of the time you're going to get back at like 11, have an hour to do it, rush it, make it bad or whatever, or it could be late and it doesn't even count. So you really need to make sure you have that accountability to be like, no, I need to do my work first and then maybe I'll meet up with you guys. And also FOMO plays into that again. Don't have fear of missing out. Don't be like, oh, I have to go with you, or like I'll miss this. Like, no, you'll miss your assignment and then you'll fail. So make sure you really understand that word before you go and attend a university or college or whatever. Those are kind of like the only things that I could think of that I learned, or that I kind of, I guess I learned freshman year, or what I wish I knew before going in. So if you guys have any more questions or anything like that about how my first year was, or about what else I wish I knew, or what you guys are hoping to know, then maybe I can clear up for you guys, just put them in the comments below and I will respond back to you. Also, if you thought this video was helpful or you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already, hit the subscribe button so that you know when I upload a new video. And if you want, even, this is an extra one, you can turn on the post notification bell so that you know every single time I post and you won't miss a video. It was nice talking to you guys. I hope you learned a lot. I know I enjoyed talking about this video and enjoyed talking about my first year at college. I'm looking forward to my second year, and I'm glad that I know these things that I do now, so hopefully I can better myself in my second year at the University of New Hampshire. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day. Love you all. Bye.